moving on to the next topic, how to review and collaborate faster and smarter than ever before with Adobe TCS. The speaker is Amitoj Singh. Amitoj Singh is a product manager at Adobe where he manages Adobe Technical Communication Suite, Adobe FrameMaker, Adobe RoboHelp family of products. He has 12 plus years of experience in product management and he has worked in various capacities across, he has 12 plus years of experience in product management and product development across internet and technology companies. Prior to that, he has worked in various capacities across companies such as Snapdeal, MakeMyTrip, Wipro, and Adobe. He has completed his MBA from SPJIMR and he has graduated from Delhi College of Engineering. Here.
Thank you so much, Tina. Is my voice audible? Okay, cool. All right. I changed the topic slightly to how to up-level review and collaboration efficiency in your content development journey, and we'll come to it why I changed the topic slightly. Because I realized that all of us do in some capacity review and collaboration. I think we all have our own processes, so everything works fine. It's about how do you take it to the next level, and that's what we're going to try and cover here. So first of all, a big hello. Okay. Hello? 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 All right, cool. So sometimes when we travel, especially for STC US, we travel, this time we traveled to US. After lunch sessions are always very, very difficult, right? Especially the 2:30 to 4 p.m. slots are the difficult ones. And we used to always feel those are because of the jet lag that is there, right? A 12-hour difference. But even now I was feeling slightly sluggish, so it's not related to jet lag, but I think it's related to good food. So once again, hello. Okay, so everyone's awake. Good. My name is Amitoj. I'm a senior product manager at Adobe. That's my email address if anyone wants to reach out to me around any of the queries, questions of Adobe tools. It can be over and above the TechCom tools also. If there's a specific query, feel free to write to me and I can kind of loop you into the right set of people. All right. I'm going to start with something that we as humans love to, right? We love to share, talk, and collaborate, right? Even though it may be at lunch, when we are having lunch, but in general, we love to share, talk, and collaborate. And this is an image I pulled out from last year's STC. I think some of the faces may be recognizable here. But at the end of the day, it needs a great platform to bring them together, right? A platform like STC, which provides a platform for all of us to come together every year to come and discuss on various things that we should learn, we should adapt, we should concerns around the technical communication, right? But what is collaboration? Anyone wants to take a first cut at it? What do you mean by collaboration? Anyone? Yeah.
We do collaboration on a regular basis with our colleague, with our family members. It is just helping each other, understanding each other, and in need, whenever there is a need, extending your support to them. So that is a collaboration for me.
Okay, so whenever we need support, in need to be able to talk to each other. Anyone else? Okay. Talking to your various team members. Anyone else? Yeah? Working together. Anyone else? Setting up processes. Okay. This is the dictionary definition of collaboration. Let's look at that, right? The action of working with someone to produce something. Or, the second one is more about the negative connotation of it, but something produced in collaboration with someone is what collaboration is all about. Similarity to cooperation, alliance, partnership, participation, combination, everything that many of you actually talked about just now. It's a Latin word, mid-19th century word. But do we as humans have always believed in collaboration? Is that a yes or no? Yes. No, the answer is no. If you look at, and this is an Engram Viewer from Google, where it talks about, you can actually enter a term and it gives you a very good idea of how the overall word has been progressing over the last many years. If you look at this word collaboration, all the way up to 1880, it was never in existence. And the reason that after 1880, it has been on a steady increase, and that's where collaboration has been increasing. So it means we are nowhere near the pinnacle of collaboration when we talk about it. Yes, it is there, but it's ever increasing. It's on an increasing slope, right? So for those of us who had looked at exponential curves, so basically that's the curve, the way it's going. So it means collaboration is something that is there, it's a reality, and it will continue to increase. Let's flip the side. And this is the most relevant part for all of us, about the content journey for a technical writer. All of us are familiar with this journey? Anyone disagrees with this? I know there are circular loops and you go from one journey, you go back, take feedback. I know those circulars are there, but author, enrich your content, reuse, manage, review, collaborate, translate, publish, analyze, and then the loop continues. Everyone agrees with me on this content journey? Okay. Let's focus on the review collaboration part for now, right? Rest of the journeys are kind of sorted for us, right? We use a tool for authoring, CMS system, then we kind of publish it out and it goes out. There's analytics, feedback mechanism, so everything works fine. Let's look at review collaboration. Our expectations for review and collaboration have evolved over the last 10 years, especially with mobile coming in, right? We are more often using our mobile phones as compared to our desktops or our tablets. And we want to collaborate everywhere, right? So if I say I'm going to only collaborate on a mobile phone, that's not going to work. You want the flexibility to collaborate, although you may actually not end up using all the channels. You'll probably end up using your desktop. How many of us use our desktops for collaboration still? Yeah, about 30%. Mobile phones? Okay. The remaining tablets? Okay. Now let's discuss about your reality. In your work profession, how do you collaborate with your team members, peers, some of the terms you all talked about, how do you do the collaboration? Anyone want to take a first cut at it? Yeah, go ahead. Okay. Okay. Okay, so Confluence, Figmarks. Anyone else? Yes? Okay, so basically if you have developed a technical note or a documentation, you basically do kind of like a Slack or Microsoft Teams to collaborate and say, okay, I've written this. They say, okay, why don't you change this? Is that a common way?
The business Skype, or for the detailed information, as someone said, we also use Confluence and Jira for that.
Okay. Anyone else? Yeah. Okay, someone is using SharePoint, so you upload your document onto SharePoint and then you do a collaborative review. Anyone else? Sorry? Internal communication. WebEx meetings. Wow. So if you look at the answers, there are so many discrete answers. Now let's come to the most important part. What are the challenges? So you have a current process, great. Somebody uses WebEx meetings, somebody uses GitHub, somebody uses Confluence Wiki, somebody uses SharePoint, somebody does quick chats, Slack, meetings, etc., etc. What are the challenges? First, getting people together. What else? Delays. Yeah, I can't sit at everybody's head and say, please give me review for this particular document. My boss is asking me to give me a final copy. Okay, 2. Third, availability. Fourth, communication. What in communication specifically? Okay, not having a common taxonomy of collaboration, saying that that's how we want to do it, that's how I want the feedback. I'm okay, you're giving me feedback, I appreciate that, but please give it in my taxonomy. 5. Okay. 6th, what are the challenges? Okay, so no common platform for doing all this together. It works, but we would be much happy if we are able to do and address all these challenges. Everyone agrees so far? Yeah, go ahead. Oh, the most important one, 7th one, multiple iterations. How many times has it been that you thought your review is over and suddenly at night you receive another email saying, please add this also? Wow. Although I'm not a technical writer, I'm product manager, but trust me, I also face this problem quite a bit. Okay. Multiple iterations, and then you're not even sure after the documentation has gone live, you again receive a comment saying, this is wrong, can you please correct it? And you're like, next version, 0.0.0.1. Happens quite frequently. Wow. So now let's go to how do you up level it, right? Because unless and until you're able to up level the review mechanism with all the challenges you just described, the review collaboration process and pretty much this graph will always keep going up and never plateau down, because we'll never reaching the pinnacle of collaboration. These are just statements, but very, very meaningful statement, from chaos to collaboration. Now, I'm going to switch gears and talk about Technical Communication Suite, but I'm also going to talk about Acrobat Document Cloud, because Document Cloud offering is the base offering, which is actually used as part of Technical Communication Suite for building that collaboration platform. Anyone uses FrameMaker for technical authoring here? Okay, quite a few faces. They've used in the past, currently using? All right, quite many. Okay. The way it works in FrameMaker, and specifically I'm talking about the 2019 release, and you will see two icons over here. One is a yellow icon and the other is a red icon. So everyone recognizes the red icon? Acrobat, okay. Yellow icon, FrameMaker. All right. So all you have to do is you have to generate a review PDF in FrameMaker, or if you don't want to, or you just want to leverage the Document Cloud platform for review, you need not do the first step. You generate your PDF in that platform. Come to the Acrobat Document Cloud. By the way, Acrobat Document Cloud is available as part of Adobe Technical Communication Suite. So you get both FrameMaker and Acrobat. For those who are planning to use this as part of with FrameMaker, they can do that. Send it for online review to multiple stakeholders and set a deadline. Now, let's look at some of the challenges we talked about. Number one, there is no common taxonomy. The taxonomy can only be common if you're using a common platform for the review. Second is multiple iterations and multiple emails coming. With an online review, all those challenges goes away, and we'll do a small demo to see how. What were the other challenges we talked about? Multiple iterations, taxonomy, deadlines, get people together. Yeah, if somebody doesn't want to open and write a review, I can't help that, right, eventually. But you can set a deadline, so that sets an expectation for everyone. Once the review is finished in whichever platform you're using, you can go ahead and kind of import those comments back. As an author, that becomes your full and final document before you publish it out. In case of FrameMaker, you can import that document and you're done, and everything comes in a single document. How do you do it in FrameMaker? This is the welcome screen of FrameMaker. So basically, once you have a document open, and this works across structured, XML, data, unstructured FrameMaker, all the three versions, it works seamlessly. you create a review PDF, you have document cloud. Now document cloud has 3 options: send by email, share with others, and share a link. Now share with others is the cool one here, which is the online review, where you actually write an email address and sends it out. It sends an email like this. People receive a link to a file, open in your web browser, in Adobe Reader or Acrobat. The most critical part, the reviewer need not have a license of Acrobat or TechCom Suite or FrameMaker. They can do it on a web browser, and Chrome is free, right? No Acrobat license needed for reviewers. You just need the author to have that license. This is in Acrobat if you are using Acrobat. This is on a web browser. Same experience, same functionalities, you have everything. And the best part is, although you can only see Amitoj Singh, but basically imagine having 10 people collaborating on the same platform and being able to work with it. This is a snapshot of a complex workflow of working like this. As multiple reviewers keep commenting at the same time, you keep getting feedback, so you know how many people are responding. You can even take out analytics to say, hey, this person has not started the review, and you can actually ping him and say, please do the review before it's too late. Final step, you just import the comments back, and that's it. It's done. Now, before I move to the next thing, let's do a brief demo, right? So first of all, I'm just going to talk about Acrobat Document Cloud. If this is your, does this look like similar to your tech documentation that you at times write or have written in the past? Yeah, okay. This is a sample that we ship with FrameMaker, so I've just used that. Now, you can see these 3 links that are there. So let's say you have a PDF document ready and you want to send it for review. With all the challenges and all the issues that you actually face, you can leverage any of these features, but I would prefer share this file with others, which basically brings up this dialog box where you just add the email address and send it for review. Okay. You can also send it by email, but the problem with email is everyone receives a separate copy. Then you have to merge all the changes and do it, which is okay if you want to do that. That was the earlier modus operandi, but not anymore. And this is the link base where you send a link and then everyone opens, everyone downloads that file on the system and keeps adding review comments. And then they mail you all the copies, and then again the same problem as mail. So this is the new one, and this is available with the Document Cloud release, which is part of TechCom Suite subscription. All right, coming to FrameMaker, I have this file, same file. I'm going to use a unstructured FrameMaker document, but it works across data, custom XML, everything. The same workflow works, right? All I have to do is save as review PDF, send for shared review, and let me just say save. Oops, it says this is open, so let me just close this. Sorry. Cool. So this opens this dialog. Let me close this. So I have this PDF that's been generated. Perfect. Let me send it for review now. All right. One I'm going to send to myself. Anyone care to volunteer who has a mobile phone and internet and want to try it out? Anyone want to? Yeah. Your email address, please. If anyone wants to give their email, so they can also try it out and see what's the experience like. Yeah. Naveen DC RUZ at Oracle. Naveen dot, oh, thank you. MAK, sorry. Naveen dot dcruz@oracle.com. All right, let's just send it to 3 folks right now. Yeah. hu8@gmail.com. All right. I'm pretty sure most of them don't have an Acrobat license on their phones. Neither do they have TechCom Suite. Neither do they have FrameMaker license at this point on their mobile phones, right? All right. All right. Now what's happening is, one more. Let me just complete this and then I'll add more. So now what has just happened, I've opened a document cloud version of it. Now in terms of security, etc., document cloud is an Adobe document cloud. So we have done all the certifications, etc. It's being used in government, federal, and a lot of other places. So that's not an issue. Now this document has been sent to the document cloud in this case, mine. And now it has been sent to all the specific people. Have you all received an email? Those whose email ID I had? Yes, no? Okay. Let me open my mailbox. All right. It's not yet syncing. Yeah. After you set the deadline, the document will automatically become unavailable. So you don't have to do anything for it. If you want to extend it, just change the deadline. Did any of you receive an email? No? Oh. So sharing of documents is still in progress. So I think we'll have to wait for a few minutes for it to happen. Sorry about that, internet issues, nothing related to the laptop or the demo. Sorry? Yes, this content is uploaded to Adobe Document Cloud. Now this is your account, so it shouldn't be an issue. And to those you are sharing, it's a PDF version. So I'm assuming you're sharing it to folks who are the right folks for it. Sorry? Yes, so subscription is required for this, and for the TechCom Suite, a subscription is required. All right, so yeah. Right, so Microsoft and Adobe have a quite a tight partnership on these things. So the SharePoint online review inherently, if it's a PDF, is using the same technology. So fundamentally, there is not much difference in both the things. It's pretty much same. All right, let me know if anyone receives that email. I have not received that yet. What I'm going to do is, just to save time, I'm going to show some of the things that are possible. And if one of you receives the email, let me know. Yeah.
So it only works with FrameMaker or any other tool, let's say Adobe Help or something?
Sure. So each product have their own review process, but a very similar one that is there. So if you're using the Adobe TechCom family of tools, the advantage is you have a way to generate the PDF, do the whole review, and then import back everything into your source document. If you're just generating a PDF, this platform or just the Acrobat Document Cloud could help you with most of those challenges and issues that we talked about for review and the ideal workflow that you would want.
So let's say I'm using product X. Can I use document cloud to set my document for review using TCS? I buy TCS, Adobe Technical Communication Suite.
Yes, you can.
I have a product X, and I can use the suite for my review.
You have the Acrobat license, so you can use it for any other reviews as well. I think the mail should have come now. Okay, I think mail should have come by now, because now it's not showing me and I can, no, it's not. Anyways, you can delete this. Let me actually open Document Cloud and show you the experience over there, how it is. So once you do receive a mail, and the mail would be very similar to this. The mail would be very similar to the one on the right hand side, which says sent by this, blah, 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 and some details and a link to it. Once you open the link, this is what will open in front of you. Now you can go ahead and kind of add comments on top of it. You can go ahead and delete content. You can go ahead and kind of highlight some of the things. You can click on finished when done, or you can simply go ahead and download this file from here. And since this is happening on the cloud, so anybody who is reviewing it side by side will keep getting all the feedbacks, notifications. The same will keep reflecting on the Acrobat side as well, etc., etc. Yeah. All. That's the right thing to do, because as a technical writer or an author, you would want to know all the comments before you take an informed decision which is the one you should incorporate. You can go ahead and the deletion will come. You can reject that deletion or accept it. That's your call as an author. Comments, let them be there, which is fine, but that informed decision has to be taken by the technical writer over there. Now this is the one, show in folder. I'm gonna copy this, go over here, do a file, import, and PDF comments. I go to downloads. So as you can see, I imported, I deleted one comment, one is a highlight and one is a sticky note that has come. Irrespective of number of reviewers, everyone's will be collated and you can all import. Great. You've got three things. Go ahead to view, toolbars, track text edit, and you can go ahead and accept, reject, look at the comments. Everything is possible. It all works fine. Once you have done, you can very well go ahead, accept edit, show next. Once done, save your document, publish it out, and you're done. Does this workflow somewhere solve some of the challenges you described? Raise of hands. Okay. Many of you. Which are some of the challenges that are not being addressed? Yeah. Yeah. Yes. No. Comments, yes. Because it's on document cloud. It's an open network, right? But now that you've asked an important question, there are plans to kind of put restrictions on the viewability of the comments and the content as part of the document cloud review roadmap, and those things will keep getting added. So yes, you will have those final level of details. So far, we have not come across many cases, because when you're sending it for review, you typically send it to your peers or your team, so it's a smaller group that you send to. Any other questions? Yeah? Yes. Only that specific link. If you forward that email, they will be able to comment, because, as I said, you need not be logged in. Since you are not logged in, you can even log in as a guest into it. Now, there are certain conditions or some settings you can do where you say you need to log in before you comment, but by default, it's guest and logged in.
So, does it need an Adobe ID to log in? Or,
yes, it needs an Adobe ID to log in, which is a free, so you just go to Adobe and create a login, that's it, it's not paid. Or you can log in as a guest. So, when you receive the email, and hopefully you will do by the end of the day when the internet is working, you will be able to log in as a guest and try out the workflow.
Okay. Can a reviewer delete another reviewer's
No.
comments? No. Okay.
No. Only the author or the originator can do that. No one else can. Yeah. Typically, yes, you have a reporting mechanism here where you can do it. But typically you would want to take all the content into your source document and analyze it there. For example, I showed that dialog box that comes which says how many insertions, deletions and all that. So that's the way you would want to do it.
Yeah, I have a question.
Yeah.
Is this applicable only for PDFs generated from FrameMaker? For example, if the document is in Word, the source is in Word format, and I have converted a PDF and want to send it across to multiple reviewers. So how do I put back those comments?
Right. So the end-to-end workflow that I showed, wherein you take your source content, take it into Acrobat and bring it back into FrameMaker, that's a unified workflow that we have. With Word, you will generate your PDF, you'll get all the comments, but then you'll have to do all that work manually. So that's because Word and Acrobat may not have that linking and integration that it takes back everything in.
I have one question.
Yeah.
Will it also save the previous iteration comments when you have?
Right. So one of the bigger problems that most authors face is, one of the bigger things most authors face is there are multiple iterations that happen. Now, the objective with the online review is that once you have sent that iteration and everyone has shared a review and you set the deadline, do you get everything? Because what happens is, let's say you have imported the comments. Now what has happened is the source document has got changed. Now if you try and take one more feedback and import it, it will fail. It will give it as a comment. It will not give the deletion or the exact position because the source content positioning has changed. You can do that. That is what we call as a race around condition, because you can keep doing that endlessly, but then you will end up in the same situation where you have a list of comments and you have to manually do it, so that's the purpose of the review. Do the review, add a deadline, and then you're done.
I have a question.
Yeah.
So up to how many people can we send it for review? Is there any limitation?
I have sent it to about 25-30 people without any problems. Not sure if you need to send it to more than that. Any other questions? Okay. Yeah. So you can send any PDF document. Since it uses the underlying Acrobat technology, so you have to leverage the PDF engine. So, which means only PDFs can be done via this. The end-to-end workflow will work for FrameMaker. We are working on that functionality to build that whole online review for RoboHelp as well. If you have questions, we can discuss at the booth and I can share more details.
Okay, when you say the comments what you get are directly imported to the source document, right? So in that case, if the reviewer gives it right, just rephrase the sentence. So it just remains as a comment and the writer needs to manually edit.
Very soon in the Acrobat, in the toolbar on the top, you could see a deletion, a highlight, and an underline option and an edit option. Addition option is getting added, so you can go ahead and delete it and then add your comment and just say okay, and that will also come in. So that provision is already there in FrameMaker. So as soon as Acrobat adds that functionality, it will come, and that should come very soon.
Yeah, I have one question. So if the PDF file contains some hyperlink, so at the time once you import the document into the tool, so will it support that content or else?
Yeah, that won't be a problem.
Okay, so there won't be any changes to the imported hyperlink.
No. That will sustain because the original source document contains, so it will work. Okay. One more thing, and specifically at STC India, we will be sharing one of the features we are working on, FrameMaker Next, which is the next release of FrameMaker. 2019 release came out at the end of 2018, beginning of 2019. So since we are getting close to the end of 2019, we have the next release coming up as well. So exclusively for STC India participants. FrameMaker Next, as you said, we had a workflow where you had to go to FrameMaker, then go to Acrobat, do some things, and then come to FrameMaker, right? So there was a mix and match of tools you had to do. For those who use FrameMaker, irrespective of your source content being in unstructured, structured, data maps, as the case may be, we will be adding this new panel, which is send for online review right from here. And this panel will only be exposed to users who have a TechCom Suite subscription, because we need Acrobat underlying license as well. And that's only available for TechCom Suites. And the difference between FrameMaker and TechCom Suite is about $30 per month for FrameMaker, $49 per month for TechCom Suite, where you get 6 tools as part of it. A similar workflow, you can, dialog will pop up, you can enter your document for review, the review name, reviewers, set the deadline, send it out, and when you import back your comments into the document, we will have a cool looking review pod or a review panel, where you will have by comments, by page, the deletion, insertions, everything here where you can accept, reject the particular thing. So everything you can be able to do from within FrameMaker rather than going to Acrobat, etc. Obviously, you need the TechCom Suite license for this workflow to work. And that's about it. But a quick last note. Any of you have heard about Technical Communication Survey? Few of you. So this is the Adobe TechCom survey that we do every year and a half. This is basically a chance for you to be heard and obviously win big prizes as well. It takes about 7 to 8 minutes, and then we do a webinar at the end of it. Probably in February we do a webinar where we share the results with everyone. And this covers what's currently happening from a TechCom industry perspective, what is the new trends people are adopting, and all the other details around what are the new things that you need to watch out for and probably start learning for the next few years. So all those details are covered as part of it. This is the link. I know it's a very long link, but if you just search for Adobe TechCom Survey 2020 on Google, you'll find the link. It is a Meet Us Adobe Events link. These are some of the prizes that you can win. If you fill up the survey. It takes about 7 to 8 minutes to fill up the survey. And that's about it. Any last 3 or 4 questions anyone may have, I can answer, or else we can even meet at Adobe booth and I can help answer those questions if you have there. Yeah. This one? Yes.
A search by deletions and etc. Is it?
So basically you will have all those filters over here where you can just search for everything in a one single review panel and be able to do it. So you don't have to use track text edit anymore. So it's a single panel which will give you all the information. Next release of FrameMaker will be having it. Any of you may be interested in joining the beta program can share the details and we will be happy to invite them sometime February, March for the beta.
So what is the lifespan of the PDF that is stored in the cloud?
I think it remains. I am not sure of the lifespan, but so I have PDFs which have been there for last 8-9 months without an issue. I'm not sure of the policy for that yet. I am not sure of that, but I can check and revert back to you on that. If you can drop me an email, I can check on that.
Thanks.
Okay. All right. Thank you everyone for your time. Thank you.
Thank you, Amitoj. That's all. Thanks for your time and the wonderful product. I'm pretty much sure it will save a lot of time for the writers. A small token of appreciation from STC.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thanks a lot.